Hello.
Good morning. We've been running last minute. Anyway.
I'm glad you think you're sneaky over there, Sadie.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us at Warm N Cozy Quilting.
I am Jason.
I'm Danielle, and we're in Columbia, Illinois.
We are.
We're just, right outside St. Louis. So if you're ever in the area, come see us.
Yeah. Come on, say hi.
Today we have Sadie behind the camera.
Hello.
We decided on some things last minute, so we are feverishly uploading stuff and making it all work.
We are doing just
I do nothing.
Fine.
I sat here and I was like, what do I look like? Making sure I was
It's been a
don't
couple
look too
weeks.
sleepy.
It's been a couple weeks since we've
I don't
been
look
on,
too sleepy,
so
do I? Okay.
Get on, say hi. I know you're sitting out there. If you didn't say hi. We like the people. We like to talk.
Ooh, okay.
Got a lot of people jumping on saying hi and hello. Love it.
Love
Fantastic.
it, love it.
Got some people from out of town.
Do you know that you can watch us on YouTube?
We got people over there too.
Facebook, YouTube, we're doing it all.
You absolutely can do it from either or. It's fantastic. Man, this coffee's still kind of hot. I'm going to burn myself. I don't want to do that. Don't burn myself.
Probably a little hot.
Well, anyway, so today we're going to discuss our trip. We went out to the Utah. We went to visit Handiquilter, get some training in. And people love to know what we've done because sometimes we're not really sure what we did. I do have to tell you this, though. We are not great videographers.
Right.
We don't document real well via the camera.
We need to get so much better.
I think so.
But we're not.
We got some cool pictures, though. We'll show you what we got. We'll talk a little bit, let you know what we know, if we've learned anything.
Right.
If we didn't learn anything.
Maybe.
If people are still weird. All the things.
It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you're like, what? There's not really that much, it's going to be a lot of fun.
It is going to be fun. Didn't we just say that?
Yeah.
I feel like we just said that.
I think I did. Okay.
Anyway.
Who's on? Let's say hello.
Go ahead. Say hi
I
to
can't
some
wait.
people. I'm going to scroll up here for you.
All right. Good morning, Regina. I hope, Regina, that you didn't come back yesterday afternoon and we were gone, because if that happened, I apologize. But everyone was done.
They all left.
Everybody left. So it was fine. Nice. Good morning, Deborah. I made it.
The doctor, then home.
Nice.
Well, good. I'm glad you made it. Way to go. High five.
Good job, Deborah. Okay. Good job having a birthday this week.
By the way, happy birthday. If I didn't say it already.
Right.
I didn't. Sorry.
Good morning, Beth. Watching from Kansas City at Quilt Fest.
Oh, yeah. The Kansas City Quilt Festival is going on this weekend.
Right.
Didn't make it. We're here. We were out of town already, so that was our one turn.
It was enough for me for this month. Okay.
I hope to make it out there sometime. They are putting a quilt museum in Kansas City, expected open next year.
Really?
I believe it's on the Kansas side, if I recall correctly. So Kansas City is trying to really kind of get themselves positioned to be really kind of one of them,
quilting
maybe the next
spots.
Paducah type thing. So
nice.
Hey,
we don't have matching shirts.
We're not matching today.
We tend to do that. Sometimes.
We matched yesterday.
We did.
And Wednesday.
We did.
And Thursday.
Dang it.
There's a lot. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. Hi, Pam. Yes, coffee. If it's not coffee, what are you doing?
Right. Good morning, Vicki. And good morning, Linda. Hope you're doing good.
I'm sorry, I got to scroll around. Oh, we jumped on me.
No, we're all the way up there.
Wow, that was fun.
What's happening?
Hello, Joanne. Southern Illinois represent. Love it. Morning, Sandy. Hello.
You gonna tell where she's from too?
Generally speaking.
Okay.
Jeff Co. Here we go.
Right.
Anyway. Pam back from KC Regional Bus.
Nice.
So Pam went to it. Awesome. I am, again, slightly jealous.
Yes.
Good morning, Jean. Good to see you on. And Mary.
Hello, Mary.
Jumpy screen.
I did not come back. Okay, good.
Okay, I feel actually better about that.
Yes.
Morning, Pam. Storms are gone till tomorrow. Oh, I think we're supposed to get rain tomorrow.
Yeah.
They keep saying this.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving my house. I may not even get out of bed because it's Father's Day.
Right.
This is my goal. I might send a message to my dad and say Happy Father's Day, but
I will feed him bacon and probably some other good things.
I'm so excited.
Holidays for us equal what could we eat today? Let's have special food.
Look, the price of everything is so outrageous.
Right.
It's just easier to have some really good meals and
By
be
the
like
way,
done with it.
okay, there are great steakhouses. You're all going to jump on and say, no, you have to listen.
I make the best steak.
But I want my steak done right.
Or done.
I'm a medium rare kind of girl.
Right. That's what I meant. Just like done.
Like just barely done. Yeah. And anyway, and yes, I also like to, not have to leave the house. Anyway, what are we talking about? So we got Glenna. Good morning from O'Fallon, Missouri. Yeah, nice. Hi.
Diane. Hi. What do we got going? On the road to northern Wisconsin. Nice. Huh. That sounds awesome. Nice little road trip.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And good morning, Alvina.
Hello.
Good morning, Vicky.
Hi, Vicky.
Get YouTube.
Thanks. Surprise. Where are you at? Vicky can't get YouTube. Well, what did you do?
It was me.
Oh, you blocked Vicky?
No, I didn't block Vicky. I put the wrong date. I didn't fix the date.
Didn't fix the date.
Look for the live version, Vicky. We're out there.
It says 6-3 or something.
Yeah, we're actually
6-3. I fixed it.
Oh, cool.
Awesome. On the fly.
Yes, surprise him. Don't tell him about the food.
I'm glad to hear your knee's doing good, Linda. That's fantastic. Okay, there we go. Me too, medium rare. Awesome. Love it. On the YouTube side, we got Wendy out there. Good morning. And hello, Eileen.
Morning.
And hello, Sandra. Yes, you are in the middle of nowhere. If you go to the middle of nowhere and take a left to where am I, and then take a right into, I think those are banjos, you're almost there. Good morning, Christine. Nice to see you on as well. There was seriously a couple. I've always had the rule of thumb. If you go over 2 low water bridges, you probably need to turn around and go the other way.
Oh,
and
right.
There were a couple on the way out there. I'm not kidding. I was
and that's all down in that area. There's lots of.
I know.
Those.
And if you cross 2 of them, you really got back in there.
Single lane. If the water's too high, you can't go.
That doesn't mean I won't come set up a machine for you in that area. It just means I'm a little intimidated. That's all. And I probably won't stop for stop signs.
Pam, I just like long sleeves.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Also, sometimes the AC in this building is a lot.
Also, I can regulate the temperature in the building to be as cold as I want it to be, which could fluctuate depending on the mood. So,
any given moment, we could be super cold or super hot. It's more of a surprise for all of us.
Surprise for me. I know that.
All right. So a couple of things to talk about before we dive into our adventure. So we have super most important thing.
Most important.
Next weekend.
Take notes.
24th. We are going to the Threads of Friendship Quilt Show in Park Hills, Missouri.
Missouri.
Missouri. I had a graphic for that. I don't know. Did you get that one?
Nope.
Okay, that's fine. Take my word for it. You go to Park Hills, Missouri. It's down 67. It's about an hour from where we are.
It's Mineral Area College?
Mineral Area College, Community College. It's literally, if you go down 67, Highway 32 intersects it. I don't remember what exit it is, but it's right there. Like you don't have to then turn off and go.
I think you have to turn off.
Well,
you get off the highway.
You leave the highway and then go across the overpass, but the college is right there.
Right.
You can't miss it. You don't have to go driving through some town and looking for it's right there. Anyway, it's going to be awesome. We're going to be there. We're going to be vending. We're bringing the Handiquilter. We are bringing the Laura Star Iron.
Oh my gosh.
Girl, if you don't know what this is.
I'm sorry to all you guys who are out of town, don't know about Laura Star Irons. I'm really sorry.
I'm not.
Do know this.
Yes.
If you see one in action and you're like, and you got to think about it, because I get that. And then you think, I really want to do this. Call us because we can ship it to you wherever you are.
Anywhere. Totally fine.
Anywhere. So, Laura Star Irons are like my life these days. I
think it's the best thing since a slice of bread.
It is so great.
Remember the days when you used to have a loaf of bread and you would just have to make that work with your 2 pieces of bologna?
Can I get one thing? I'll be right back.
Oh, okay, bye. Anyway, on that note, so we're bringing those with us to the show. If you've never heard of them, come to the show. I will have some with us for inventory that I'm willing to sell, and I may have a fantastic show price on them. She just left the room, so she doesn't know, but that's okay. That's what's got to happen. So keep that in mind. Come see us. It'll be great. What did you do? Oh, you brought demo example pieces.
Well, here's the deal. So if you think, what is big deal?
What is big deal?
Right?
What is big deal?
Like, it's an iron. Like, how
Got
could
one
they
of
make an
those.
iron better? They can't. I have a, great iron, whatever. I just want to show you this. So this is my latest block of my block of the month, Solari, I don't know. Anyway, and I used my mats and my
alpaca
finishing
mats,
spray
and
and my
irons, and blah, blah,
iron, right? And this is what it looks like on the back. Okay,
pretty
so
well pieced, actually. I helped, so
I want to show you, like, can they see it if I do this? No.
No.
Okay.
Like this.
So there. Okay.
It's a pretty standard flat
right?
piece. You got some little bit that's okay. All right.
And then there's this.
Bring that backwards. Yeah, that's the back you're looking at there, by the way, guys.
Right.
That's
This
the seam.
is the back. This
That's
is
the
the
seam.
seams. This is flat. Everything very flat. 2 seconds.
Amazing.
Done. No
DUN.
no starch required. Anyway.
Come by. Get a demo.
Great. It's so great.
We may have to do a video one morning on that, just for fun. We do, and we will.
Mm-hmm.
We will soon.
We will.
But not next
And we
weekend,
do.
because next weekend we'll be at a quilt show, and you're going to come by, and you're going to see it in person there.
Also, that means that we will not have International Mystery Quilt in the shop.
Nice segue. Like that. Way to go.
Yeah. Not next Saturday. We've actually given you an extra week. So our International Mystery Quilt in-person show and tell will be July 1st.
Yes.
So that's when we will reveal our July quilt and all of that. And we'll have our show and tell. So if you already have your quilt done for June and you're like, oh, now I have to wait. No. We told you we would give you the pattern on the last Saturday of July, and we are holding to that. So you will get, if you've already submitted your picture for June's quilt, we will send you July's pattern on the 24th. If you haven't got it done and you were like, oh, I don't have time, I can't get to it, guess what? You have an extra week.
Got an extra week.
So we're giving you that extra week. You get June's pattern done by July 1st, and we're going to give you July's pattern. Also, July has a fifth Saturday.
It does.
It's a long month. I don't know. You've got
4 weeks is plenty of time to finish this quilt.
Exactly.
It's not that difficult.
So you will get July's quilt. You will have to the last Saturday in July to get that one finished, to get your next pattern for free.
The next one's so not difficult. We haven't even started yet.
You're not supposed to tell them that. You're not supposed to tell them that. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Now, all of my friends know. I'm behind. Okay.
A little bit. It's
just
okay.
slightly.
And just to reiterate that, Don asked where we're going to be next weekend. Park Hills, Missouri, Mineral Area Community College. Right off of 67.
I just love a quilt show, right?
It's going to be from 10 to 4. Make sure you guys come by and check it out. I had the cost of admission. Give me a second
here. I think it's $5.
I think it is. I got people out there watching that could fill me in some blanks there, possibly. If not, give me 2 seconds. I'll get you there. Otherwise, that's about the extent of the announcement-y type stuff that we have.
I do want to tell those who are in 210 Club that our paintbrush solids for July are in the house.
Yes.
We've started cutting. We've got the boxes that they're going to go in.
You want to see the boxes?
So exciting. It's so exciting. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we did start a subscription box for our paintbrush solids. And that's going to be for starting in July for 10 months. And we're super excited about it. So I've been finding little gifty things and what can I put in their box and
be awesome.
to make them feel extra special.
It's going to be a good time. Here we go. Mineral Area College, 5270 Flat River Road, Park Hills, Mo. 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., $5 at the door, 10 and under free. Oh, this part, the best part, free parking. Free parking.
Love free parking.
Always.
Anyway.
I do like when it's $5. That makes it super easy.
So much easier to carry cash with fives.
Yeah.
When you have $6, $7.50, what are you doing to me? I don't have change.
It just is, no, it's more of a headache for the people trying to take your money.
Oh, there's Jody. I missed it. Sorry, I had it covered when you said that. It is $5.
Thanks, Jody.
And there's Sandra over there. She said it as well.
Nice.
So, yes, we are excited about this show. I'm so excited. You guys need to come see us. It'll be great. Oh, and the quilts that are there
Should I
too.
throw this out there? Hey, Jody, if you like give my booth just like an extra, I won't be mad. I'm just kidding. I know. Be fair,
That's
but
not
you
how
know,
it
if I
works.
have an extra few feet, it'll be just
Sneak
fine.
them in there, no big deal. It's fine. Take it from the person next to us. They won't have any idea.
They
Like,
don't
what are they
know.
going to get? A tape measure out?
Right.
It's fine.
Oh man, we did
terrible.
have a great. Thank you to everyone who came out to the Hearts and Hands show.
Oh, I'm so sad I missed it.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed myself in Utah, but I
We
heard
were
it was
gone
an
in
awesome
Utah.
show.
There was a quilt show. The rest of our team did an amazing job. Thank you, team.
Thank you, all
Thank
of you.
you, WNC.
as well, Sadie. Thank
Yes. Big shout out to Sadie. She was in charge and she did an amazing job. She wrangled all these people to do the stuff they're supposed to do, and they did it, and it was
awesome.
amazing.
you. It's a great time.
But
Saw pictures. Beautiful quilts, by the way. If you're from that guild and
Yes.
you had a quilt on display, y'all are amazing.
amazing
Pat yourself on the
quilters.
back. Go ahead.
Amazing quilters.
I mean, that was me. I didn't have anything in there.
And and they sent us pictures of the booth, and I was like, oh my gosh,
it's great.
so amazing. Anyway, thank you to the Hearts and Hands Guild for inviting us.
Yes.
We will gladly come back anytime.
Absolutely.
And we look forward to the next show, which is this week.
Right. Okay, so that's that. So you ready? You ready to review what we did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like literally a week ago, seems like 2 years at this point. Remember the movie The Jerk? And Steve
Oh my
Martin's
gosh.
interpretation of a time
Oh my
frame,
gosh, my
where the
favorite.
first day felt like 3 days.
And then the next was
days, like anyway.
was like another week, and
Right.
then you were gone to your mother's, so that really
It was
just felt like a day.
No big
Yeah,
deal.
I love that movie.
Anyway, that's kind of how this last week has felt. It feels like an eternity ago. But anyway, so we started off with this beautiful shot that I took in the parking lot, because you got to know where you've parked.
First of all, do
When
they
you
even
come
know what the
back-
heck you're talking about?
We
Like,
flew out to Utah
okay.
for Handiquilter training. Did you know that? Well, we flew. So there's
Anyway,
a parking lot. and that's
there's
where
our
I parked.
parking lot. That is not our car.
It's not my car.
But that's at least the aisle we have to get back to in the middle of the night.
Because when you
know.
land 4 days later and you got to remember where you parked at 1 a.m, you need help.
Mhm. Yes, you do. Picture reference, very good.
Always give yourself a reference.
Right.
Let's see. What did we do after that? What's my next thing? Sadie, help me out. What did
Oh,
do?
we got airplane. This is out
I
the
got in
window.
an airplane. We took off Friday morning. You can take pictures with your phone while you're flying. Did you
Mhm.
know that?
Yes, because you have to be in airplane mode, but that doesn't stop you from taking
Right, you
pictures.
can take pictures. I don't need the internet to take a picture. You ever flown before? You ever flown over mountains in June and seen snow on the mountains?
It's pretty cool.
That was a bit much. Yeah, that was somewhere. I'm certain Colorado. Could have been Utah. I don't know. They don't actually change colors when you cross over state lines.
Yeah.
Like the maps tell you
right.
they do.
There's no like,
like
here.
pink,
We've drawn this
then orange,
line,
then
and you see the
red.
no.
It doesn't happen that way, guys. I was misled my entire life. So then we landed and we went to a quilt shop, because when you work in the quilting business,
Right.
you got to visit other quilt shops. Even if you don't work there, you go visit quilt shops.
Right. Right.
So on a recommendation, we went to this place called Pine Needles. It's just like 20 minutes south of the airport, which was
Yes.
great to get
Right.
out of the plane, get in a rental car. 20 minutes in the car was no big deal.
Right.
And then to get out and back into our own natural environment.
Right. Right. Seeing quilts, walking around a quilt shop. It was fun.
So while we're there, we bought some things. All right.
Does that have to be on there on that screen?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Why? Does it bother you?
Yeah, it does.
Why?
Because then I can't see nothing.
Oh, I got comments over there, don't I?
Mhm.
It's all right. All right. So let's talk about what we found at Pine Needles. Lovely place, by the way.
So it's in this like little village.
So you can kind of see from like just that little bitty image there, like there's some definite like, I don't know how to explain it, old mining village type feel to it. And we'll show you the restaurant we ate at. You'll be able to see that a little better. But it's just a cute little village type thing, and there's a quilt shop in it. It
Mm-hmm.
was awesome. So we went in and I found some fabrics. I spent more than Danielle did. Sorry, not sorry.
He bought more fabric than me.
And then she said something to me.
We'll talk
was
about
the
that
most
later.
horrific thing ever.
We'll talk about that
We'll talk
later.
about that later. So anyway, they were very much more in the type muted type colored ways. So these are, I believe, I don't recall the designer for these, but look at those beautiful patriotic type colors. Look at this one though. This is my favorite.
Let me see if I can
Super
tell from
fun.
this.
I love this. Anyway, I saw them and I'm like, It's not really my normal way.
Riley Blake.
Is it Riley Blake?
Mm-hmm.
They had a
The
lot of
line
Riley
is
Blake.
called Bright Stars.
Okay. It was a nice line. It was really pretty. So I ended up getting some of those. Of course, we found a pattern, Villa Rosa, because it's named Victoria.
So we had to get it.
Subtle? Not really,
Mm-hmm.
obviously.
I think they knew we were coming.
You think they did?
Yeah.
You think I had them out on purpose?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they knew who we were when we checked out.
No.
I said, I'm Jason. Do you know me? And they go, no, sir, you need to leave now.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't actually say that.
No.
Oh, we also found this really cool pattern, Plaid Plus. Quilts.
Yes. So first of all, it's named Plaid. Okay, so I'm gonna love
They
it.
had a sample of this on the wall,
It was really cool.
and so therefore, you had to buy it.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to doing that one.
I actually kind of look forward to that one as well. It's pretty nifty looking. So that was
the
Pine
first
Needles.
stop. Mhm.
Super nice place. Like I said, I was unsuspecting. I wasn't sure what to expect from it. As we drove past it,
Mhm.
we were driving to it, and it said, turn here.
And we're like,
"Where?"
there's nowhere to turn.
It was very unsuspecting off the side. If you make it out to Salt Lake City, Pine Needles Quilts, place to go. Go check them out. Mostly fabric, all fabric from what I could tell.
Mhm.
But absolutely gorgeous stuff. I do recommend you go there. After that, we did ask them. We landed at like 11, or we got there at like 11.
Right.
And they're like,
And we
"We're
had
gonna go to
left.
lunch."
We had. What I mean, we had to be on the
So we
plane.
left the house at like 4 or something,
Mm-hmm.
and we were on the plane by like 7 something. We landed there at
And they
10
gave
o'clock.
us some pretzels.
They did. Not
It was
really a
tiny
meal.
bag. Like I really needed a second bag. Anyway, it doesn't
Right.
matter. It doesn't matter.
You
It
guys
doesn't
do me a little bit bigger. I paid a lot of money to sit here and be given 3 pretzels.
Right.
I'm not asking for much, just a little more.
Anyway, so those pretzels were done.
Long gone.
Yeah.
Done work through those.
So yeah, we asked like, where would you go?
And the lady goes, I would go to Archibald's. And she goes, it's just right up the ramp here. Now, if you tell me right up the ramp here, my brain goes immediately to this ramp onto the highway, up the next exit or something like that. No.
We walk out
Literally
the door.
Out the front door, and there's this
Ramp.
stairway, or the walkway goes kind of up to a ramp to this lovely building. And this is Archibald's. See that? So it's an old, like, mill. Or
Yeah, it looks like-
something of the sort. I don't know. It's fantastic. Super cool little building. So we went in there. We had lunch. Again, if you're out that way, I strongly encourage you to go.
Did you post? Did you put the picture of you eating?
I did not.
I didn't figure you would.
No,
but
ma'am.
We had great food.
Yeah, we didn't take pictures and put them on here from inside. You had a picture of the menu. You had a picture of the roll
Mhm.
with the butter that was
Bacon butter.
bacon, tomato, butter.
It was so good.
It was really good.
Mhm.
A little unsuspecting, but it was delicious.
Yes.
Totally recommend going.
There was Brussels sprouts that were amazing.
I wouldn't
Okay.
know. I tried a bite. Still not a Brussels sprout fan.
It was mixed veggies. I mean, there was carrots and
There was
squash.
squash and yeah,
yes,
definitely
it was
other
all,
veggies mixed together.
like so good.
It was really good. I
Mhm.
again love it. And that I had the prime rib,
Mm-hmm.
and you got chicken cordon bleu.
Yeah.
Oh man, oh man.
We also shared.
We shared.
like half and
Like
half.
heathens.
Whatever.
Oh my gosh, though. Mm.
Okay.
Now
Did
I'm
they care
hungry.
about our food?
I don't
Probably
know.
not. Okay, let's go.
If we had pictures, they would care
Right.
more.
Exactly.
All right, so then we left there, went to the couple other shops. What's the next one we went to? I don't have pictures of the next one. We were too enthralled in the fabric. I'm sorry.
Right. So,
So-
now that's like at the hotel, right?
Yeah,
So anyway,
we don't need that
we'll
one.
get there in a minute.
We'll get to the hotel in a second. So then we went to Quilts, Etc., and we found some more
Et cetera.
fabric, etc.,
Etc.
etc., etc. This one was like 5 minutes away from Pine Needles. So why
great.
wouldn't you go?
Right.
Obviously.
Absolutely.
Again, on recommendation. Always
Mhm.
take recommendations.
Yes.
Um,
I
found
found some
these.
Tilda fabric.
Where's my Tilda pants?
Have you ever used Tilda fabric?
I have not. Have you?
So Tilda fabric is something that we haven't carried before, and we've looked at it, and I'm like, I don't know. Is this something we should get? I ask people, and they're like, oh my gosh,
I think this is my favorite.
Tilda.
Something
is,
about this teal and pink together.
Yeah.
Favorite too.
People tell me Tilda is amazing, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then until you like actually get to see it and touch it, and I don't have a fabric rep that sells Tilda, so it's been kind of not on my radar. So when we were in this shop, I saw some Tilda fat quarters, and I said, well, let's get those.
Right?
So.
Looks like Diane's made her bunny. I have no idea what that actually means. I'm guessing there's a pattern.
Anyway.
Oh, Eileen says if you like Tula, you like Tilda. Okay, and I can see that too, because there's definitely a comparison to the color selection and the palette, and
then
how,
sometimes
like,
they use animals and different, or things like that. So subject matter is similar.
So you did some fat quarters there.
So I got some fat quarters
because
there.
Obviously, why not?
And Jason was walking around with his bolt of fabric.
I did. I really care. I found this, and I'm like, I'm gonna just carry this around because I don't want somebody else buying it all from me.
And this is where I made the mistake.
Let me tell you, what is the worst thing for somebody to say to a quilter when they're looking at the fabric? What is the number one don't say that to me rule?
I mean, this was really
Place your bets.
Maybe,
Let me hear.
Maybe I
Throw 'em
was
out
kind
there.
of sleepy.
Well, I would love to see what people think. Go ahead. Here you go. See, but look at this. Ruby Star Society, Moda. I saw this on a bolt, and I'm like, oh my Lord. I have a lot of really bright colors of some fabrics in my stash. That's really weird to say that I have a fabric stash, but I do. This is going to be an awesome in-between. Just saying. I got
so would be great background fabric with brights, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fantastic. So I'm carrying this bolt around. We've gone through like the whole store. I'm looking at all the fabrics. It's absolutely glorious. Nobody's taking any guesses because it's, that's all right.
That's right.
There's a delay. And she says to me,
what are you going to use that for? And then I was like, oh my gosh. I mean,
I almost took a quilter card.
I'm like, no,
I really almost
never
said
mind.
Quilter card revoked.
You can have it.
Seriously.
You can have it. Because like,
and I feel I would have been justified
if he
revoking it.
Yes, you would. If see, what are you going to do with that? That's exactly right. So I said that out loud. And then like immediately like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Like, no, whatever. Because seriously, if he had said that to me, I would say, it's none of your business, what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to buy what I want.
Eileen, what do you need that for? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So I did. I think I was a little sleepy, and that came out of my mouth, and then I was like,
did happen.
oh.
It did. I still love her. I let her keep her quilter card. She's still part of the community. Please don't take that in retaliation against her.
Right.
We do take sleep deprivation as an excuse or reason.
Thank you.
Once. That's it. Just saying. You get one.
Yeah.
That was your one. I don't know. What are you going to use that for? What? Does it matter? Anyway. But she did reseam herself because she found this really cool pattern.
Isn't that it? I'm
going to look into this. Here, I'll get a little closer for you. So this pattern, here, hide behind it for a second. I don't know if the lighting's going to be a problem. Maybe it is. You can see that. It kind of works off of like ombre fabrics called Gentleman's Agreement.
I do think that you could have a dark and a light.
You could definitely dark and light it, but I think that ombre kind of really adds a little bit to it.
Absolutely.
So my goal is to try to figure this one out, try this, see if it's any good, see how well the pattern's written. Maybe we can get it. That's the other thing. We find stuff in shops. I don't know how long it's been there. I don't know if it's still in print. I have to find that all out when I get home and go do some searching. So anyway, this one's pretty cool.
So the cool thing about quilts, etc., is that they have this building that, I mean, like you go around the corner and there's more, and you go around the corner, there's more, and you take a step down and there's more. And then also they have a building across the street.
They do.
So if you are like, oh, I wanted to look over there too, they're like, oh, just take the fabric with you. So you can carry the bolts of fabric with you across the street.
We're quilters and we're not monsters.
Well, and I'm just like, but my car's right there. You won't. Okay, whatever. Like, obviously I wasn't going to take anything, but also apparently this happens frequently because as we are standing waiting to walk across the street, a car is coming down the road and we're waiting for the car to get by, and they stop and they're waving us across, and I'm like, oh, they must live around here, and they must have to deal with this all the time.
All the time.
Quilters with bolts of fabric wandering across the street.
The two buildings of their store are on this street, and there's a stoplight intersection, and there were no cars at that stoplight waiting to go. Right. So, like, it wasn't like she was going to be blocking us if she stopped. She just was like, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'll wait in case the light changes. People in Utah, super nice people, by the way.
Very nice people. Yes.
Great people out
So
there.
yeah, we went over to that building, and there was a lot of things that were not relevant, I guess, to us. Like lots of wool.
They got wool, and they got other
lots
things.
But there was their like novelty prints
were there.
and very wonderful people. So we got to meet more wonderful people.
It was fun. I enjoyed going over there.
Yeah,
it was a fun one. So we wrapped up there. We went to Starbucks because caffeine, and it was across the street. So coincidence? Probably not.
Right.
Coffee.
I was
quilting.
like, "What time is it? What time is it at home? I'm confused."
Yeah, that happened a
should
few
I
times.
also tell them that I do take medication to get on a plane?
A lot of them probably do, so they'd understand.
Right. So I get motion sick. So you had to get up early. You had to take medicine that makes you a little sleepy. I'm like, we need caffeine.
Yeah, it was necessary.
We're in a different time zone. We got to make this all work.
Absolutely. So we went and we did that. Stopped at another place on the way. We'll slide this over. Actually, you're going to have to slide that over because I can't reach that. This one was called Quilter's Attic. Lovely little shop. This one was also a recommendation, but I'm also going to say this because I found this to be kind of what I do in this life anymore. Of all the recommendations I had, I always went and looked at the review of the store just because I'm curious what the rest of the society has to say about them.
Right.
And I always tell people, take these all with a grain of salt. Number one, if you're reviewing a shop that you've been to, take a deep breath and think, were they just having a bad day or is this a common occurrence for them?
Right.
Number two, if you haven't gone and reviewed your favorite shop on the Googles or on the Yelps or any of the ones that have available reviews available for your stores, please do that for them. It helps them a lot. It helps people like me to find them and decide, oh, this will be fun to go to. Unfortunately for this shop, it did have a couple of some negative ones for some just bad attitude from an employee. Responded to by the employee or the owner saying, hey, I've got this taken care of. I'm really sorry that you guys had to go through that. And they were in the same time frame. So clearly it was a situational thing.
So also, that's the thing. If no one from the shop has replied to that, that makes me go, they don't really care. Like this is, so sometimes you can have a bad day and you can get a bad review, but if someone comes back with, this is not normal, or this was a mistake and we apologize, then I'm all right. Let's go.
So
let's
clearly
move
they
on,
care.
right?
So they did. So just want to throw that out there. If you go and you look at a shop and you're like, oh, those reviews look terrible, I shouldn't go. Give them a shot anyway, because it was a cute little shop. It was really nice. Very well put together, very well laid out. Had some great fabrics to choose from. Again, a little more muted, a little more traditional, not necessarily my normal colorways, but, I found some things because most places have something if you look hard enough. So, what'd you get?
So, I have been collecting some red fat quarters, some kind of darks.
I think these were all from a Moda area. You know Moda.
Small print, dark reds. I'm working on a quilt that I just need a variety. So I'm not a very scrappy person generally. So now that I'm making this quilt that I need scrappy, I'm just, as I'm out and about looking, if I find some reds, it goes for this quilt.
Awesome.
So
you found those. I found these. These are very much in the steampunk kind of print way. I saw these. I have zero idea what I'm going to do with these. If she had asked me for this, like, what are you going to do with that? It would have been a fair question because I don't have any idea.
So they've got gears and they almost look like, because they're tonal, they're, tone on tone situation.
Right.
Almost look like batiks, but they're obviously not.
But they're definitely QT fabrics. They're definitely digitally printed. Yes. Super awesome. I do like those. Turned out really well. So I got those, and then we got a couple of books that you are
so I'm always looking for what's the next thing, right? Like, how can we do another 100-block class, or that is different, so that we can change it up. So this one being called Quilt Club, I went, okay.
Seemed pretty on the nose.
Quilt Club, scrappy patterns, perfect for block swaps with friends. And because these are definitely not my colors, and this doesn't immediately attract me to this book, but the fact that it's called Quilt Club and they have lots of ideas for such things, I thought, you know what? that's a good one to kind of look through and see what ideas I can get. Stash-tastic 2.
Stash-tastic.
So this is from Doug Lecko, and he does all of the table-tastic books, which are like the table runners that, you know, that you can make.
As opposed to look at.
So this is using your stash, right?
Yeah.
It's making some blocks so 21 different colorways, gives you several different patterns in here. And this definitely attracts the eye to me. So 12 more patterns for fat quarter quilts. So a good idea for fat quarters, a good idea for a club or group, I think. So I got this book so I can start looking at that.
So the ideas are flowing. If you're in the 100 block and you're like, what are we going to do next time? We got plans in the works. Just hold on. We'll get there. All right. So we did all that. Like this was off the plane, in the car, shop, shop, shop. By the way, we had to go and actually do a thing that evening with Handiquilter, a meet and greet kind of thing. Insane. So we went back to the hotel at this point.
Right.
So this was my view from the room. Look how glorious that is.
Do you see those mountains over there? Aren't they cool?
Beautiful. I think this was actually taken, this was taken Saturday morning. We may or may not have woken up at 4:30 in the morning.
Because that would be 5:30 at home, which is regular.
My body's like, let's go.
Right.
No. Anyway.
So the sun wasn't up yet.
No, it was getting ready to come up though.
So we thought, you know what? Let's go downstairs. Let's get a cup of coffee from the lobby.
Yeah.
Go sit outside and watch the sunrise.
Mm-hmm.
We came downstairs and the front desk clerk was very startled.
She was like, whoa, there's people up and about already.
By people who were like, ready to go. And she's like, coffee is brewing, but it will be like 10 minutes. And I was like, oh, that's okay. We'll just go back up. We had coffee, maker in our room. We figured, so we watched from the window. Instead.
It was a Keurig. It wasn't near as scary as like the old-fashioned coffee makers where people put weird things in the brewing basket.
Right.
Weird. Anyway. So then we ended up having, days of fun and learning. We got to take our picture in front of an awesome map where we were able to put our pen in the wall.
Yeah, there we are. That's us.
That's us. There's us. Yeah, located right there next to her finger. That's us right there.
Yeah.
That's me. Hey, look, I'm still wearing a black shirt because I don't know how to change clothes ever. Why
Did you know that he has like a whole closet full of
I'm like
black
a cartoon
shirts.
Character. You guys have seen it happen in life.
Yeah.
It's real. Go with what's comfortable.
Right.
Anyway.
Please go to the next picture because that one's terrible.
I'm so tired of saying
it. So just to let you guys know, first we had the conference night that Friday night. We got a meet and greet, and so that was until 9 p.m. The next day, Saturday, was 7 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Yeah,
we were going the whole time. I have to tell you though, they're awesome people out there. They feed you like every 2 hours, and
I'm gonna tell you, come back to us real quick. So here's the thing. I am not a person that eats every 2 hours.
No.
Normally I don't eat breakfast. Usually I'll eat dinner, and then or lunch, then maybe a snack, and then dinner. This is my normal routine. So when they're like, hey, here's breakfast at 7 a.m. and it's a board of things to I'm like, the first day was biscuits and gravy, and oh my good Lord, was it fantastic. By the way, Davis Conference Center.
Yes.
Whew, they know how to treat people right. It was great. Right. Anyway, 7 a.m. breakfast. You go to class for 2.5 hours. At 10:30, you came out and you had snack break, which they had this whole table set up of all the things. Sugars, candy, donuts, whatever. One day was cookies, another day was pretzels.
Yeah, it was like, oh, it's pretzel day! Ah, like people
pretzel
were
day was
freaking
real
out.
Pretzel day. Like it was a line
like real
of people.
Soft pretzels. Yeah,
it was delicious.
Wonderful.
So then you go,
but back. I didn't need it. By the way,
you go back to class for a couple hours, learn something
where
different.
You sit and you learn,
and listen, and hear, and all that. And you go to lunch. They serve you lunch at noon. Or 1. I don't even know anymore.
It was 8 to 10. We had a half-hour break. Then 10:30 to 12:30. Then that was the hour-long.
1:30.
Yeah,
lunch.
Lunch.
Which again, spread of food. Get what you can.
Right.
Hang out with the people you're meeting and talking to. Learn some things, which was awesome, by the way.
Yes.
Then you go back to class for 2 hours.
Yes.
And then
There's another snack break.
snack time.
And then there's another 2 hours. And then there's lunch or dinner,
Then
right?
dinner, also giving you dinner. By this point in time, you've eaten all day long, and you do this for 3 days. I'm gonna tell you right now. We got back home on Monday night, Tuesday morning. Tuesday, I was starving, starving before lunchtime. I'm like, what in the world?
Oh my gosh.
So then we ate lunch.
Also, I had to go to the doctor on Wednesday morning for checkup, and they weighed me, and I was like, what the heck? You should not have to be weighed after you just spent the
This isn't
weekend
fair.
in Utah. You shouldn't
This is
have
unfair. You can't do this. Don't judge me.
Like, this is not normal, okay?
Yeah, so like it really throws you all off like for the whole next couple of days. Just in case you're wondering. It's a real
Also,
thing.
there is things that I didn't know, like you're at a way different elevation than you are at home.
Right.
So your body doesn't respond real well to that. And you need to drink a lot of water to not get a headache. Apparently, there's some equation. So many 1,000 feet, you need to drink so many ounces of water every
Really?
hour. Yes. Mark was talking about that on right before lunch. If anyone's getting a headache, this is what's happening. That's why it's happening. You know.
They never told the text
So,
that.
Yeah, you guys were always late to get anywhere. Like,
They just wouldn't stop talking.
So,
Over it.
anyway, but so you like even people who live there sometimes don't ever get used to it.
Oh, really?
So they have to drink this much water all the time. Also, if you start getting into a like where you're having a headache, they suggest that you drink Powerade because that helps with the electrolytes and that kind of thing. Then it helps with that headache. So, so you're like drinking so much water, and then you have to go to the bathroom, and then you have to get a snack because you really need that Powerade so you don't get the headache, and then you drink that and the water, and it was a whole
I really
cycle.
think this is referred to as a vicious cycle.
Vicious.
Vicious.
Anyway, a lot of fun.
So,
Has nothing to do with like what we learned or
days of education.
and people. The people we met.
By the way,
We
some of
met
the
some
greatest people out there.
super amazing people.
If we're not your local quilt shop and you have an HQ dealer near you, chances are we met them. They're great people more often than not.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, we more notably met Angie and Rick from the Quilting Connection up in Wisconsin.
Yes, they're amazing.
These are the folks known for the zipper leaders.
Yes.
Familiar with them?
Have you
You're
used
going to
zippers
become
before?
familiar with them because
Yeah.
I'm going to start looking into having those here because really it looks fantastic. And after talking with them, there's no reason not to. If I don't have to stab myself with a pen, why
Right.
would I? Why? Anyway.
Oh, we are great people too. Thank you.
Thanks, Deborah.
Thank you. But we met a couple from Montana. We met just people from everywhere. That were Alabama. Yes, amazing
Hung out with
people.
Jamie Wallen because, we're
Right.
cool like that.
Yeah.
Deal.
Yeah. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. And really, I learned a lot in the classes, but I learned just as much from the people that we hung out with. So
Right. What did you share about the alcohol? Not
oh
really.
my gosh, I was going to not talk about that here. But
That's okay.
That's okay.
I don't want to incriminate myself at all. Just know this. Utah is pretty well a dry state. And if it's not in a restaurant during regular consuming dining hours, probably don't hang out anywhere else doing that.
Also, yeah, so
Won't end well.
and like when you are in the bar, you can only take one drink from
Right.
the, like so I can't get a drink for me and for Jason. He has to go to the bar too.
Not
like
that we're drinkers really
we
anyway,
really
so.
aren't. But yeah, so it was kind of funny that yeah, it's
Culture shock around the.
Yeah, it was.
exactly.
It was.
Yes,
It was,
lots of rules, and we
culture-y.
were like, oh,
Oh, well,
okay,
just have
that's
to
fine
move
with
along.
me. Except I am 100% rule follower.
Oh my
And I was
goodness.
sitting with people who were like, it's fine.
Fine.
I'm like, no. I don't break
She's
any rules.
looking out the window waiting for the tactical attack team to come in. No, it wasn't me.
It wasn't me. I have water. Like, it's really water.
You're tested.
Oh,
She was
gosh.
prepared for that.
Yeah.
So anyway, we got to meet all these lovely people, hung out with them, learned some new things, got great ideas. We did see some cool new stuff. They gave us some really cool insight to things that are coming. I will not tell you about that here. You will learn about it when it becomes a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's coming. So
I'm like, what?
So
You're like,
that's
what? That didn't tell me anything.
I know that
You're
was
right.
very vague. I have to be because
Right.
we were sworn to secrecy, and that
Yes.
is what we do.
We had to
around
like
here.
cross our heart. Even.
Remember how she just said she's a rule follower?
Yes,
Yeah.
total rule follower.
If I break that rule, she's going to murder me.
Right.
Even if it's not her. It's anyway. But know that Handiquilt is really working on some really cool stuff.
Always,
the best
all the
part
time.
about it is they took us to the HQ building.
Can I also tell you this? Like there are always things that maybe didn't roll out. Like this last Pro Stitcher Connect.
Oh yeah.
Didn't roll out as smoothly
No.
as retailers would have liked.
Not
and
really.
Handiquilter is very good at immediately going, we messed up, we know.
Right.
And taking accountability, listening to us, and then doing the next thing. So anyway, here is the warehouse.
This is the production floor. Yeah. This is from
this
inside the
is where
offices.
your machine is built.
Yes. Right
so
there.
Cool.
Put together right there on that floor. If you see in the background there, all those big giant racks of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are all parts for the HQ machines just getting ready to be put together to become yours.
Yes. And we found out that if you are in Salt Lake City
Mm-hmm.
and you go to the Handiquilter building,
Yep.
you can walk in the front door and say, I would really like to see where my baby was made.
Mm-hmm.
And they will give you a tour. Not just anyone will give you a tour.
No.
They will pull like top people.
Right.
There's like a select 4 that they'll go get.
Yeah, we're talking department heads.
Right, department that
They-
they're gonna
Mark
get out
said-
of the meeting.
He was like, if we're in a meeting and somebody's on the hot seat, they're probably not the one that's going to get pulled.
Right.
One of the other guys will go.
Right.
But they will come and get somebody to take in there and give you the tour of how it all works.
Yeah, so
and
cool.
it's super awesome. Like,
Yeah.
it was really a fun time to be able to go through this place and kind of really see it. We saw it 19 when we went out there for
Mhm.
retailer training.
Right.
So, but to go back through, so, having a better understanding of the whole process, because like at that point we were like super brand new.
Right. Right.
Now it all makes more sense and really kind of super awesome. Did I put the picture of the gal putting the machines together on there? Please tell me I did.
you
No.
Oh, I forgot to put it in there. Oh man. Okay,
we
that's
did
okay.
spot a Laura Star iron.
By the way, they do know quality. You see that right there?
Mm-hmm.
You see that? You
I was
pointing
like,
at it?
see, they're so smart.
They know quality.
Yeah, I mean, quilters knowing stuff.
They know. That's in their educational studio. So if you were to go out to Handiquilter, they have this space that's a couple thousand square feet. That's where they do, training for, small scale, like retreat type stuff, or even their local guilds hang out there and do their quilt guild meetings there. It's really kind of a nice place.
So, no production line picture.
I can't believe I forgot to put that in there. Let me tell you about the production line. This is super important to know about them. Yes, is this a promo plug for Handiquilter? You better believe it. Here's the thing. So they take all the parts, they put them all together. One station puts his parts together. Before it goes to the
I'm
next
like,
station,
can I make this?
the next
like, big
person
enough
takes
for the-
that piece that was put together and has to check what the previous person did. If it doesn't meet the proper standards, it has to be redone.
Right.
So I don't know if you can see
Anyway,
that very
yeah.
well.
I mean, it's just fun to see the different
So they're all built.
stages.
They're all double checked. They get to the test off. They run them at crazy varying speeds of things we're not supposed to do. Like
Right.
super fast and stop, and super fast and slow down.
Things that
super
we-
fast again.
things we tell customers like don't do that. They want to make sure like if they do that, can they break it?
Right.
So
And then every machine, everyone, before they leave the building, is test stitched off.
mhm.
There was a gal there that was test stitching this. So they have these little. You've seen our studio frame, or not our studio, our little
education
education frame that we have that we take to shows. They have one of those set up. They've got the machine on there. And from left to right, she does rows of like paisleys or loop-de-loops or whatever it is.
frame, ribbon candy, super
something like
fast,
that.
super fast.
And I mean, she is full on like
Yeah.
one side or the other in like 30 seconds. It was impressive and it looked really good.
I know.
So
I know.
practice makes perfect. Like I get that, but
Yeah.
oh my gosh. Anyway, so they test off every machine before they send them out, which is really kind of nice.
It did remind me of Vicky quilting.
Oh yeah. Vicki, you could totally work there.
You could totally work there.
You could totally work there.
You
It'd be
could.
awesome.
You would be just as fast as the rest of them.
Anyway, it was fantastic. It was really cool to see all that. Talk to them about their shipping and all that stuff, all the things.
And
Fantastic
yeah,
time.
you know, they are always looking at what can we do better, different. How can we make this more enjoyable? You know,
Right.
It's all about quality.
For sure.
Like everything. If this is not about quality, you know. And on our first night, when we first got there, and they were going through like what are top brands, what are things that in the quilting industry, what's out there, what's the number one, this, that, you know. Handiquilter is almost always number one or number two. They are always number one or number two.
The number two is because they would take the, like, in the surveys that were filled out, they listed themselves. When that was the case, they were almost always selected. But in the surveys they sent out that didn't list them as one, then obviously they weren't selected. So go figure that out. I mean, really.
Yeah.
So people would write in. Yeah. Anyway. Quality. Fantastic. If you don't know, you need a long arm. You know we sell them. You know we service them. We know we teach you on them. Come see me.
It's something that we're really passionate about too. And mostly what we learned is that we want to be better always, right? But we want to be better at education, and those people who have purchased from us, you know, that there's more learning past that. That's a piece that we know that we struggle with a little bit. And, you know, now that's a big part of our focus. So
yeah, for sure. So good things, fun things coming, we hope. So, you enjoyed this information? Has this been a good time for you? Are you on the YouTubes? Hit that subscribe button for me. Go ahead. It helps me out. You don't have to do anything. Don't even charge nothing for it. Just do it. Thank you.
Right.
Other than that, that really was the trip. Oh my gosh. I almost forgot the absolute best part. Don't leave yet. Hold on. Come back. Come back.
Favorite part. So on Monday, we had class until 2:00. So flights out of Utah are like at noon or at 8 p.m. or something like that. Like this is so. And it has to go straight there. I don't connecting flight because we've already discussed that I don't fly very well. So, so we didn't want to leave the conference early, but then we had this big long, delay. So, but we were done. We were so tired. There was no more quilt shops to be had. We, we took our time to get back to take the car back.
All the 10 minutes of it.
Yeah. And then we're like, okay, let's like wander through the airport a little bit, find some place to sit and eat. And then it happened.
This guy walks by with this dog.
Walks by with this dog, and look at the life he is living. He is proud to have this dog.
Yeah, he knew exactly what was going on there.
That is painted like a tiger.
Like a tiger, but he left the fur around the head so it looks like a man. So he's got this cool dog liger happening.
Oh my gosh, so amazing! I was like, I want to go hang out with this guy. I don't know. I mean, I'm like, you only see these things in airports, right?
Where else do you go to see something like that?
And this was already through like all the checkpoint stuff.
Yeah, so we're in the terminal at this point.
So. He's ready to get on the plane.
Right.
With this animal.
With this vicious looking liger.
It was so much
the nicest thing ever.
Yeah, probably.
Anyway, it was really awesome.
And we had a burger and pizza that were like fine.
They were airplane terminal food. They were all right.
They were fine though.
But it was better than starving.
It also wasn't more expensive than it was like the same price I would pay for food anywhere.
Anyway. So. And you can't go to normal McDonald's or normal restaurant and see a liger walk by.
Exactly. It was so fun.
So, small victories. So anyway, that was it. That was all I got for you guys today. I think I got nothing else.
Yeah. So we've told you about the quilt show.
Come see us next weekend.
Next Saturday.
24th.
24th in Park Hills. I'm sure we'll do another post. Just, here's the information again, because we also want to let you know that means there will not be in-person International Mystery Quilt next Saturday.
Don't show up at 9 o'clock next week.
Till July 1st. And also, I know that a lot of you will be gone the 4th of July weekend, and that's okay. Remember, you don't have to come in and show it in person, but I'm sure that there are lots of people like us who will be home. So come on in.
Do it.
Okay?
Good time.
If you have questions about that, we have answers. Thanks everybody for coming and hanging out with us all the time. We really
see me
appreciate
today.
it.
It's gonna be hot
Yeah,
anyway.
come see us, and it's going to be fun around here too. So, thanks everyone.
Bye.
Bye.